This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. The sun is shining on both of these teams. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he showed some burst on this return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
Higgins makes the catch. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This throw is caught. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield comes out throwing. Completes this one to Otten. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's the give to Irving. Down the sideline inside the 40. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. Great vision, gets him across midfield. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's on the move. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed. It really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Pressure coming. Baker. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Mayfield now from the gun. On target to Godwin. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Third down run from White. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it with White. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him.
He can't be stopped.
Across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Good game, though.
Return starts at the 3. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Here we go. shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Thank you.
Team makes the play. And the Buccaneers are able to bring this back to the 35-yard line. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Second down now, 7 to go. Baker now from the gun. This one's taken in by Otten. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, that is such a bummer because as a quarterback, gosh, you got to give your receiver enough space and enough real estate to make that catch in bounds. That was off just enough to carry the receiver to the sideline before he could establish possession.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the
defense, man.
There like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
From the gun, it gets to Brown. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Burrow setting up the play action. Got to him right as he threw.
Oh, no.
To the ground.
For what?
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That's incomplete on 4th down.
Come on, man.
Possession.
For what? You suck.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that
You can't do
sideline
that, though.
to go for it the next time they get this shot?
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott.
You ready to lose, man?
As we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so, and maybe even take control of this game.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the 44 here on second down. Evans brings in the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Irving here from the gun. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. Catch made by Bucky Irving. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. Right at the 31.
Hey, you doing a lot of cussing there, young man.
It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Here's Baker. He'll dump this one off to his running back.
Don't tell me you're going to let Unc beat you now.
It's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 28. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And that means third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10.
You like candy, little boy.
And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. On the give, this is Irving. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Baker now. This has been a trend, yet another interception.
Man, I gave that shit to you.
Turner comes up with it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where
you can't score, so it don't matter.
Right now.
Score something.
Great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there.
Score, little bro.
You cannot risk a
score, little bro.
It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Looking
trash
that time. And now it's second down. Here we go. Throwing is Burrow. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
I'm going to beat you by 1 point.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. QB sneak coming, and he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak.
You better go for 2. Why you thinking so hard, man? Homework ain't even that hard.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle.
Oh, you scared. You scared. You scared. You about to lose, bro.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
Yeah,
the kick
you know
goes
what,
out of
man.
bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41.
Alert, 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 alert.
Running back sent in motion.
Watch out.
First down, here's Baker. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Oh no, they get him yet again. Logan Wilson has it. Has a hole left, room to run. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat.
I bet you still
Absolutely right.
lose.
This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Irving. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. Has it downfield, working the left. At the 20. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can
Trash! And you about to throw me a pick.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He puts some power on a deep one left. They did it! He made the interception! That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers...
What I tell you, nephew?
In the fourth.
Go ahead and quit, man.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles.
Don't get quiet now.
Yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Working quickly here. 2nd and 6 now. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. We've hit the 2-minute warning
Game
here in
over.
Tampa. Buccaneers trail by 6. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. 2nd and 3 now. He'll look to throw it. Chased out to his right. Cut near the goal line. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in. And now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock.
Did I tell you, little boy, I was going to beat you by 2? By 1?
The score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone. And
Come on, nephew. You got a little more fuel in your tank, man. Come on now.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw. Escapes out to the left. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he stops the clock, moves the chains. They still have 24 seconds to play with. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. This one taken in by Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain.
You got one more play to get in field goal range. What you going to do?
Setting up to pass. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You got no timeouts. You done.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's a yard or two shy.
Kick the field goal. What you gonna do?
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
You missed it.
He didn't get enough into it, so it just comes down shy of the crossbar. And they